In this video, I'm going to talk about mental health in the creative industries and why doing your inner work, your resilience work, is so important. It's not optional in 2025. I am LJ, and I am the founder of CoMuse, the mindful business community for music, media, the arts, and entertainment. And here on my channel, Compassion Rocks, I like to offer free tools, tips and tricks, hacks, and full-length free workshops on how to build a sustainably successful career in music, media, the arts, and entertainment using compassion-based work strategies, mindful work, and emotional intelligence. If this sounds interesting to you, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. It supports me so much in continuing to make this great content. And now, let's get into the video. In 2025, I am very sad to report that as of May, the time that I'm making this video, more than 1 in 4 people working in the creative industries is suffering from mental health issues. In addition to that, the average salary or hourly wage for a creative worker in the industries is earning $17.90 an hour. $17.90 an hour in the US. That is not a living wage. So in addition to mental health challenges, what's also contributing to these mental health challenges is this sucky living wage, which is not rising to meet the cost of inflation. And because a lot of us are gig workers and we are not working 40 hours a week at the $17.90 an hour wage, because of the instability of the income, that is directly contributing to mental health challenges as well, right? If you can't keep your lights on or you can't put food on the table, doing what you love to do for work, it is very stressful and it can really mess with your mental health. So what resilience tools can we instill so that when things get really, really hard, we can show up and be okay, regardless of what's going on in the industry that's outside of our control? I also created a free clarity worksheet that you can download from the description box below to help you cut through all the noise and get really clear on what matters most to you in your career. And you can lean on this as a reference as you move through your planning stages of whatever next steps look like for you. We're starting to see a bit of a mass exodus of workers leaving the creative industries. And people are not leaving because they aren't talented. They're leaving because they're burnt out and broke. So let's talk about the turning point. Resilience helps you regulate your nervous system, and also it helps you manage the people around you. You might be dealing with difficult work, tasks, competition, relationships in general can be difficult. We're dealing with a lot of difficult personalities in the creative industries, a lot of difficult expectations, like really tight turnaround times and timelines and deadlines, right? So managing all of this at all the levels is so important without getting yourself overworked or burnt out. And so resilience tools, again, they are arriving on the scene like never before. This is the time to do some inner work. I do want to point out the fact that if you're struggling in the creative industries, it doesn't mean that you're failing. Actually, it means you're in good company. And I think it's important to call out that you are going to struggle in the creative industries. This is a challenging place to work. It can be wonderful, fun, rewarding, joyful place to work as well. But it is challenging. It's supposed to be challenging. It was designed to be challenging. And now with AI on the scene, we're contending with even more and new challenges every single day. So you are in good company, my friend. However, it's not enough just to talk about mental health. You actually need to put into practice some tools that can support you. For starters, it's practicing mindfulness. And there are a lot of different ways out there to practice mindfulness, but if you are not self-aware, then it's very hard to self-manage. So mindfulness helps you become more self-aware. And the best way I know how to do that is to meditate. I've had a meditation practice for 2.5 decades, and it's completely changed my life. This is why I do mindful work, and I bring mindful work to creative industries. One of the best mindfulness practices, if you're a beginner or new to meditation, is to just sit, become aware of your feet. That's it. Become aware of your feet or your hands. Become aware of a certain part of your body. And what that does is it begins to get you out of your head, which is where we do a lot of overthinking and rumination, and grounding yourself into your body, right? So thinking about your feet. What do they feel like with the floor coming up to meet the bottoms of your feet? What do your hands feel like when your hands are palm up and open, when your fingers are uncurled? What does it feel like to relax your hands? And you start to observe, not so much judge, but observe. What are you noticing about your hands? What are you noticing about your feet? That is all. That is the whole exercise. Doing this even for 5 minutes a day, every day, starts to train you to put your focus and attention on something that you are choosing to focus on, rather than reacting and focusing on the reaction. That can be very unhealthy and doesn't serve us well, especially in the creative industries when we've got so much going on. So this really helps focus our attention and with intention. It's really important to be self-aware, meaning you are very clear about how you feel, what you think, where you are in this moment, taking up space in relation to what's going on around you. Everything, holistic. Mindfulness helps you show up holistically. Plus, people just enjoy working with people like that more because it's connecting with them, right? You are clued in to what's going on around you. You're not living in a bubble. Mindfulness, it may seem so basic. I think that's the point. Mindfulness is supposed to be very simple. It's not easy, but it is simple in practice, and it can be profound. It can change the way you show up in your career every day. Again, it doesn't make the industry less challenging, but it does make us more resilient in order to meet those challenges. So stay with me, like and subscribe to this video, grab that free clarity worksheet that I've made for you in the description box. It's going to be so helpful to your progress, and I will see you in the next video.